Tonight we're doing retro nightlife. Hi, Rainbow, and I'm using the Housewives Tarot because it's kind of got some like retro images of people. Same. So does my little romantic fairy. It has some fun retro images, romantic images that I got from the Saturday Evening Post. I get I don't know why, but sometimes in my head I'm thinking Sunday Morning Post? No, Saturday Evening Post. So those two decks have some fun retro images. I'll show you what I mean. Like this one, for instance. And they also have romance novel images. Or this one, for instance. Or that one. I'll get out all my retro ones. Thank you, Rainbow. I actually have, in the meantime, I've found some more fun retro images, so I'm not sure like if I'm gonna make a second deck of basically, a secondary romantic fairy deck, or if I'll just, I don't know what I'll do with it. But I think it's cool to have some more images anyway. I don't know if I have enough for a whole second deck. Possibly. Possibly. Oh, that's not. I have a lot of these retro images. That one's one of my favorites. That one. And tonight, again, I'm in my bedroom because my studio is still very hot. Very, very hot. And this adorable deck, I don't know if any of you have it, but it's like a little recipe box. It comes with these little cards, and tabs on them and stuff. Very cute. This is oh yeah, to separate the major arcana from the minor arcana in this instruction book, it actually kind of makes it sort of bendy. But yeah, the deck is so cute. So cute. So the hands, like, the dishwashing hands. Sun. The eggs. So it's a great, like, mundane deck, where you have to talk about everyday subjects. I love it for that reason. And for its retroness. What's the queen of? Let me find the queen of cups. That's cool. That I didn't even think about that for Hierophant. That's a good idea. I've been studying tarot so much because I'm making my own tarot. You start to think of things that you didn't think before. I always think of temperance like this. I do. There she is. Okay, so there's Queen of Cups. Okay, thank you, Terry. So let me go ahead and start adding your guys' names. You girls' names. You ladies. You can call me girl if you want to. Trying to get comfortable in this spot. It's not always easy. Actually, this is a Queen Sugar deck that I don't use very often, but I could totally use it for you guys. It's romantic. Melanin and romance. Alright. So, let me go ahead and get you guys. How are things going, Rainbow? Are you surviving? We're a couple of days into Mercury retrograde. Hi, Linglicious. What time is it? Terry, I'm so excited to show you this next. Terry's the only one who gets to see. I'm so, hey, to my goddess. Oh, 9/11? Okay, that's not too bad. That's so funny, 9/11. That's one of my spirit numbers. Thank you for being so early tonight. Alrighty. I'm bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, divine goddess. Alright, and I also have coffee, so I'll be even extra tonight. So what was I saying? Oh, Linglicious. Okay, 9/11. Interesting. Rainbow says, I'm exhausted. We just opened our new hospital and moved 188 patients. Woo! Right. Oh my goodness. I felt that. I felt busy, busy, busy for you. But that's an amazing accomplishment. It is. Yes. So tonight is a retro night. And we'll get busy. Oh, that's what I was going to ask, Rainbow. Did you want to go first? Because sometimes you like to get on quickly and then pass the torch to somebody else. So I don't want to just assume. 30,000 steps by the end of the day. Wow. I don't think I've ever made it to 10,000 steps. And I've tried. I have tried. 30,000. Goodness gracious. You better be eating good so you can have some fuel, honey. I remember when I was really in the throes of counting my steps. I was at my mom's house helping her clean, and I was up and down her stairs. I'm like, you know what, Mom? I'm gonna count I'm gonna count my steps going up and down your stairs. Now, even going on stairs is, I would say, you should add like a little bit, because that's, that's a lot of more energy when you go up and down stairs. But still, yeah, really, how many miles is that? Okay, so when I walk around and I walk around the park 3 times, that's 3,000, 4,000 steps, something like that. And I think that's a mile or a mile and a half. So I would say Rainbow walk 10 miles. I'll take any message. I need something positive in my life. I'm more overwhelmed. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see what we're gonna get for you. Well, marriage. Let marriage be the thing that keeps you from being overwhelmed. These are all the retro cards of this deck. Maybe I'll just use just the retro. That's a good idea. I'll just use just the retro part of that deck. And then I don't know why, but I pulled this Oracle deck, the Sacred Rebels, just because, I don't know, it just felt like it. And I also have the Season of the Witch Lamas, which will be a seasonal deck, like what's going to happen within this month, pretty much. Yeah, I've ridden my bike 10 miles in a day. I've ridden my bike 20 miles in a day. I was in the MS 150, so I did actually do 50 miles on one day. That's pretty amazing, I would say. But for me, but 10 miles in a day when it's not even for fun, that's a lot. That's a lot. When you're not even going to get like a ribbon at the end and some kind of, I don't know, t-shirt or something. All right. So, Rainbow, let's see. What should we use for you? There. Okay. Let's do the retro. See what happens. I bought fingernails to use, and I don't think they've come in yet. They might be in the mail. I haven't checked the mail. Oh, you know what? I think they're in the mail. I saw an envelope that seemed kind of big. Darn it, I should have done my nails for you guys tonight. But the problem is I've just been doing so much cleaning because my little kitten, he is a pooper, and he has issues, so I have to like clean up after him a lot. But I found diapers that help a lot, so it's supposedly 15 miles. Wow, 15 miles. That's what Google said. So there you go. Even 15. 10 would be a lot, but 15, yeah. That is a lot. I mean, how do you even fit that many plus work? You must be running the whole time. You know what, Rainbow? You got in your steps for today, tomorrow, and the next day. So for 3 days, you can just sit and do nothing if you want to. That's what I would tell you to do. But let's see what Spirit wants to tell you. I will. Will wants to say hello. Oh, he's like, hello. Hi, everybody. I'm the cutest kitten. Okay, I don't mean to twist you all around. Okay. You're holding steady with the poops. What does Spirit want to say? He whines like a little baby. He makes he mimics baby noises. He goes, wah, 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 when I change his diaper. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Will. I'm like, I don't do that. Isn't he? He's so cute. All right, let's see. Taking its time. Oh, see, I knew your husband had something to do with this. Knight of Cups. Somebody's gonna take you out, and like you need a. Ooh, Six of Cups. That's really good. Somebody's gonna say, "Hey, let let's let's take a break. Let's relax. Let's enjoy." Oh, kitty. Um, he is like 3 months old or 4 months old. Let me see. He was born right around the same time as all the other kitties, like around that fertility neighborhood. uh, April or March. So yeah, I'd say he's getting close to 4 months old. He's a pretty hefty boy. He's kind of like Poe. He's gonna be a big boy. All right. Pardon me, but I gotta go. I'm gonna go put him in the bathroom because he's got a little. I can't keep up with him while I'm doing this. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All right. So the Knight of Cups and the Six of Cups. Good, good, good. So the Knight of Cups is your it's like your hero. He's there to make you feel better when things are going rough. So lean into that, you know. If he if you if your husband says something like, "Hey, let's go do something. Let's just relax a little bit." Um then listen to him, you know, like if you can, then do it. Like follow his lead. Um Also, you know what he could do? I don't know if he is intending to or not, but since you guys have a vacation coming up soon together, maybe y'all can hold hands and dream about how things will be when y'all are just the two of you with no work and no stress and all that. You can like make believe together. You know how you know how when lovers first meet and they you know talk sexy to each other and they're like, oh, I'm gonna do this to you when we meet, or I'm gonna do that to you. Hey, Miss Fred, speaking of lovers. um I feel like you can do that when it comes to taking your vacation together. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that when we're alone together, when it's just the two of us. But I think also, I think also he wants to to just treat you nice. So it says in the book, which is really cute, it's about charm, romance, and sensitivity. The Knight of Cups is a charmer, a romantic, and a dreamer who tends to wear his heart on his sleeve. When on top of the world, he's the first to uncork the champagne. When feeling blue, he'll drown his sorrows in ambrosia and hope for amnesia. Yes, he's sensitive, gentle, and can be a bit moody, but that's all part of his appeal. Fortunately, his mood is usually bright and sunny. And that could also represent you too, your personality, your characteristics, because of being a Pisces. But I see the knight as an action oriented symbol, and it doesn't always refer to a person, but it often refers to the actions of someone, because knight represents the action, the movement. So I feel like somebody's going to, or even you might come up with this idea. You might just treat yourself, kick up your heels, and pop some wine or something. But the spirit's saying that's what you should do. And then one cup turns into six, and the next thing you know, you're feeling good. This is really cute because this is about nostalgia and innocence and the good old days. So I can really see you and your husband, him like saying, "Hey, I'm gonna treat you nice tonight," and you actually kind of have a retro night, a night where you talk about the future and the past, where you reminisce about the good old days too. So it's a lot of like, what am I gonna do with you, and when I have you alone, and then a lot of on top of that, oh, remember when we did this in those days, you know. So I think it'll be a cute mix of both things, and yeah. Um, this one is saying, on a hot summer day, there's nothing like a glass of crisp, fresh champagne. Oh, and I'm sorry. I got champagne on the brand. Crisp, fresh, refreshing lemonade. The Six of Cups conjures up memories of days gone by, youthful expeditions, and long lost loves. The coming home card, it may signal a reunion with a childhood friend or even the rekindling of an old romance. Pucker up and savor the sweet and sour taste of nostalgia. Now, for a lot of you, this would mean, especially in Mercury retrograde, that an old flame is coming back. But I'm fairly certain that for Rainbow, it's just going back in time and remembering the good old days with the hubby that the wonderful guy she's with right now. So let's see. So yeah, I mean, to get you out of the funk, you can start dreaming, and you can also reflect on the good times that you've had already with him. Anything else we need to know? What's this? What's this? Judgment. I don't know. This is out. This came out. It did a little rollover, and I feel like yeah, it's kind of, it is what it says in this case. Judgment is like, nobody has judgment on you. You don't need to judge him. He don't need to judge you. Nobody's judging. You know, it's like, and all the work that effort you put into work was amazing. And you know, you do deserve some time off. Now you've actually worked really hard for it. You know, so I feel like judgment is kind of, it's kind of like a congratulations, a thumbs up. You know, you might have actually lost. You walked 15 miles today. You might have actually lost a few pounds today too. I don't know, but so, and that's a positive way of looking at this. You know, you may be exhausted and overwhelmed and tired, but think about it. It's like, you know, you very accomplished. You achieved a lot. You burned some calories while you were doing it, and and the time off that you have coming up will be sweeter still because of all the effort. So there's that phrase, I forgot the Latin, but the meaning of it is sweeter after uh after effort, you know, after hard work. It's sweeter still after difficulties or after obstacles, after overcoming things. when you reach your success or that beautiful place, it's even sweeter than if you had gotten there and you had, if every day's the same, then those special days don't seem too significant, but this will be even sweeter. So think about that too. Hmm. So, and this is really, hey Cheryl. So this is really good too about what you've already accomplished. Like pat yourself on the back. So the time has come to weigh the facts and yourself. Judgment is about abandoning bad habits and accepting yourself for who you really are. Don't be modest. Take credit for all the good deeds and valuable traits. Shed the negative thoughts that weigh you down with their high calorie burdens. True happiness is more about eliminating low self esteem than losing those pesky 5 pounds. Oh, that's a good message. That's a good message for me. Because really the real barrier is not, you know, losing weight or gaining muscle or looking young or this or that or the other thing. It's just, appreciating yourself for who you are right now at this moment. So, and the other thing is, I feel like if anybody asks you about it, you can totally brag, just like you did with us. I'd say repeat that story as much as you like, say, I walked 30,000 steps today. You need to write that down somewhere so you can look back at it too and say, wow, look what I did today. That's amazing. And journal about what you did today. So when you look back, you can see how productive you were and also like how maybe a little overwhelmed you were too. But anyway, I think you made sort of a memory today that you will always be proud of too. You're exhausted, but you're proud. So it's a kind of it's like no pain, no gain. It's kind of a good combo. I mean, I know a lot of us would rather not have the exhaustion, but still, sometimes you kind of savor it too. You kind of have to savor it. It's that's the way that's the way sometimes to deal with a negative, like making lemonade out of lemons. All right, let's do one retro romantic fairy. And I don't know, maybe a rebel message. We'll see. Anything we need to know about hubby and anything else going on coming up. Anything in the retro departments. Well, nothing wants to come out. I'll take the one on top. Ooh, it's time to flirt with each other. Lighten the mood, and be cute and silly. Thank you, Cheryl. All right, I gotta add a few people while I'm thinking about it. All right, I think after Cheryl, we should close down. Divine Goddess, are you there? Can you make sure we closed? I love that deck, by the way. I'm a huge fan of 50s aesthetics. Me too. I so am. All right, I'm gonna get you a Sacred Rebel, just to see if we can get a good, an extra happy vibe for you to chill with. This one is so rebellious. You're the meaning in my life. This one looks good for you. Oh, and seeing the truth of you, because you're amazing. I'll just do the butterfly one. I'm just choosing it this time because I feel like I just feel like doing it that way. I mean, it's the same thing. Spirit calls me to a card. And here is yours. What is already with you? So you have everything you need, basically. You hold in your hand that which you seek. In other words, the pair of spectacles you've been rummaging around the house for are sitting on the top of your head. What you're seeking, perhaps by exploring far and wide, is actually right under your nose. You may not like this idea. It's so much more wonderful to imagine there's something yet to find. Of course, there is unlimited creative potential and always something more that can be, yet in this instant, it is important for you to know that you already have what you need and what you want. That doesn't mean it's the end of the story, although it does ask you to give up the fantasy that a perfect solution lies in the future somewhere. Instead, I'm out of business with this card. Instead, it asks you to acknowledge that everything necessary for success is with you now. All you need to do is accept this and act with what you have available to you. This is good news. This particular chapter has a happy ending in store. And that ending will become real for you just as soon as you stop trying to skip forward to the next chapter. Better to completely be present now. And from here, the next phase will naturally happen without force on your part. It's kind of funny because we have a little bit of past, present, and future in your reading. The Knight of Cups, I got this image that you and hubby could imagine what your vacation might be like in the future. Like, what am I going to do with you? And then the Six of Cups gave me nostalgia. Like, remember when we used to do this? And so now with this card we have, but ultimately being in the present is the best energy, it is the right energy, but the past, present, and the future are all kind of together anyway. And if you can bring the best of all those energies, then you have the perfect feeling of now, of in the moment. So just keep on doing that. There's a little, each card sometimes has a spell or incantation or something like this. This is a healing process that you can try. So hug yourself by wrapping your arms around your body. Can you summon love for yourself? Feel what comes up for you when you do this. Do you think it is silly and resist it? Can you soften and melt into it? Feel love for yourself. You are as deserving of love as anyone. Can you accept this love from yourself now? Feel your heartbeat in your chest and the flow of your breath. You are alive. You are connected to life, and you can trust in yourself, your own mind, your own body, your own breath. Just be with yourself and know that all is going to be okay. Reassure yourself that letting go of past is natural as passing of the seasons of life. And when you're ready, stand up and open your arms wide and hold them above your head for a moment. Imagine your heart and hands are open and shining out the beautiful light that is within you. Imagine the universe receiving it and saying yes to you. If you are feeling cheeky and ready, send a big yes back to the universe and laugh. And that's all. That's enough. You are enough, so be it. Hey, Sabrina. Well, the list is closed, but I might be able to squeeze in yes or no somewhere. Like, I have to go get my pendulum. But I actually have my Lenormand that can give you a yes or no if you would like. Anyway. Also, Sabrina, if you want to ask a question, you can ask in the comment section once this reading is uploaded. All right. Marriage. Okay. So next we have Terry. You're welcome, Rainbow. Okay, Sabrina, we'll hold on to your question. This is the list, and if I can squeeze you in, it'll be, I don't know, maybe, I don't know where, but the list is basically closed. But if you want to ask in the comment section after this video is uploaded, then that would be a good place to ask your question. Or you can try again. Just hang around, see if we got any time to help you out with that question. Or you can also email me and I can get your private reading. Alrighty, Terry. Maybe, okay. I would like to use the same deck as Rainbow. Okay. What's coming for you next? Okay. What's coming for Terry next? Oh, Terry, why does the deck always do that? So, Ace of Cups, fallen in love. Two of Wands, looking forward to something, making plans. I'll get the deets on each one. Maybe it's just washing dishes is next. You also got Six of Cups. I feel like that could be, now your answer, the answer for you with the Six of Cups could be a past love coming back. So, let's see. Let's and ask the book. So, Ace of Cups is new relationships, beginnings, and foundation. Lift your cup high and make a toast. Ace of Cups heralds a new relationship in your life. Have you found your true love, a new bridge partner, or is it just a new butcher who gives you the choice cuts of meat? Whoever that special someone is, a drink is in order to celebrate the beginning of something fabulous. Cheers! And then Two of Wands is very exciting. Looking forward to. Feels like. Okay, so Wands is fire, and when you've got the Wands going, it's all. I love how Two of Wands and Three of Wands are just like standing still, but there's so much energy in it. There's so much passion in the, in the Wands. So the Two of Wands represents choices too. And where are you going to focus your energy? Oh my gosh. But you know the very next thing that you're going to be doing? Washing dishes and sweeping your floor. And then you can take a break and drink some lemonade. Or make lemonade out of lemons. I don't know. Whistle while you work. Um, so, do you continue to sweep up the dirt, or is it time to mop that floor to a sparkling shine? I mean, really, like you swept it enough, Terry. It's pretty clean. You got all the dust. Now you gotta like polish it, okay? You must decide whether to remain on your current course or to move on to the next stage of your journey. I'm looking forward to washing that cup too. And it's not just any old cup. It's a beautiful, sparkly glass, wine glass. All right. Let's see what's coming up next in your love life because that's what it looks like we're talking about here. Retro love. And I only chose the retro card, so it might, just be aware. The card that talks marriage. The card that talks about, in a workplace romance. The card that talks about, past love coming back is not in this category. It's not a retro card. So, wedding bells are ringing, and there's somebody that you feel like that you may feel like you have a common sentiment with. Somebody who thinks like you, who's got the same kind of idea, this could be like the bridge partner, like somebody wants to work with you on something, somebody who, um, yeah, even the nostalgia comes up. Okay, so here's the scenario, Terry. All right, you're busy doing washing dishes. No, you're busy doing some kind of work, and this fella, like, hey, I can help you with that. And you're like, okay, great, I'd love your help. And then you work on this thing together, and then you talk about the good old days. Remember the good old days before we had dishwashers? We had to wash everything by hands, by our hands. And remember how the ladies used to wear gloves all the time to wash dishes? Do you wear gloves? Because some people do and some people don't. My daughter bought me gloves and I still don't use them to wash dishes because I don't know, gloves kind of creep me out sometimes. But I should because I need to take care of my hands. My hands are my asset. Anyway, you drink too much and have to clean up. So no, that's not what it means, silly. It means that I feel like you're going to be getting some assistance in something that you do. And it could be it could like have a romantic undertone. It could be the nostalgia card could represent somebody from your past coming back or somebody new that that feels familiar, somebody new who you could talk about the past things. Like for me, it's always a really nice thing to talk to a person, guy or girl, but guy, boyfriend, whatever, and we have a knowledge of pop culture, right? Like I'll sing a song, a commercial jingle from when I was a kid, and my boyfriend will be like, "Yeah, I remember that one," and he'll sing along, and that's sort of a bonding thing right there. I don't know, I like people who can do that, who who can be nostalgic about certain things and of growing up, you know. It doesn't mean I want to be in that time again. It doesn't mean I want to go back or reverse. It just means, oh yeah, wasn't that sweet when we did that? But it's like, you know, back in these days, you know, they had commercials for smoking and like how sexy and wonderful smoking is. And now, thank goodness, we've progressed beyond that and we no longer talk about smoking as a good thing. But still, you know, the imagery was romantic and pretty and cool looking and stuff. But you know, the Marlboro Man and all of that, you know, it had a certain appeal to it. But yeah, it doesn't mean we go back to it. So it's that's kind of sometimes how it is when we're talking about people that come in our lives. We not might not necessarily want to go back with that person, but there was a certain appeal about it while we were there. You know, that too. So so that's up to you. Maybe it's a choice you have to make when this person comes around. You know, is if like say for instance is if this person comes around and it's the same old, you're like, dude, you know, I'll consider being with you, but I don't want to go through everything that we went through the first time. Like, you got to be a different person now. You gotta have made some good choices and have a certain you know, point of view now that, in other words, like, yeah, like what went wrong the last time? Well, whatever we do now, it has to be different, so we won't do that again, you know? So so I get that, like, you know, of course you don't want to be with a toxic person, but if it was just a person that things just didn't work out or fizzled out or something went wrong, then you got to like realize what went wrong, and if this person didn't learn from the mistakes or you didn't learn from your mistakes, then I think it's silly to try again, right? Okay. All right, let me see now. Here's your choice. You for your final deck, you can have the Sacred Rebels or you can have the Seasons of the Witch Lamas. Thank you. I was just thinking about you. Okay, I'm glad because I wanted to use that one. Season of the Witch. So I want to use this one as much as possible while I can, you know, until it changes to the next season, which I have. I have Samhain, which is the next one after this. Halloween. It's so pretty, isn't it? Whee! So green, sparkly. Alright, let's see what we get. Whoa, that was a good flip. Bird feeder. This could be from the fairies. Every tiny action taken in the pursuit of growth is a powerful step in the right direction. So don't sell yourself short in any of the steps that you take for anything that you do. You know, even the little minor things like washing the dishes and sweeping the floor, even the little things matter. Okay, so let's see what this says. So, the key words here are sustaining life, making contributions, and helping where you can. There's so much in the world that needs help and saving, and all of it can quickly become overwhelming. Do you have to give do you give to charities, and how many? Do you volunteer, and if so, how much time? Do you shout out loud for every single movement, frustration, or challenge happening in the world? Many people ask questions such as these every single day, wondering how to make a difference in the world. This kind of is interesting because I thought of this today. Um, and and it see the world as crumbling apart. Of course, I want to do so. A lot of people want to do something if they see it that way, or if, even if they don't. Perhaps this is the larger manifestation of what many of us experience internally. You might wonder how to make a difference in the world while also making a difference in yourself. Perhaps there is so much you'd like to accomplish in your personal life, but just as with saving the planet or speaking up for social injustice, you aren't sure where to start. The answer is to give where you can. Perhaps you can't save an entire species of birds all by yourself, but you can put out birdseed to support the feathered friends in your area. Okay, this is your reading, Terry. As simple as this: wash dishes, sweep your floor, mop your floor, drink some lemonade, and sprinkle some birdseed for your birds. The end. I mean, it's so funny. But the overall message for you, Terry, also is it's in the little simple things that you do in life that make a big difference, whether you believe it or not. Like, I know washing dishes and sweeping doesn't seem like it makes a big difference, but your environment definitely uplifts and it brightens. And when your environment is uplifted and brightened, so are you. The fairies say thank you for keeping that energy high and bright, and they're just saying, hey, the birds could use a little bird seed too, but it's just an idea. um, so so all of this correlates back to your goals. Wow, nice. I need to change out my hummingbird feeders and put some fresh stuff, but I've been waiting until like my yard is clean, and now I guess the backyard is clean enough. So so you can correlate this to goals, and also healing your wounds. Do what you can and when you can do it. Perhaps spend 5 minutes brainstorming an idea, but that means you've deposited 5 minutes towards pushing the needle forward. Maybe you aren't ready to confront your trauma just yet, but you are taking steps to research a therapist or mentor who may be able to guide you. Every little bit helps and every contribution counts. And that's really good message, especially during Mercury retrograde, because I know when we're in retrograde, sometimes we don't want to invest big bigly. In other words, we don't want to invest too much in during retrograde because of the energy of retrograde. So I would say do research during this time. Take little steps towards the bigger goal that you want to achieve someday. But the little steps, this is the time period to take those little steps towards the greater success, and I think you can do it. And that's it. The end. I like that. That's a good message. So don't, like I think we all kind of feel down on ourselves sometimes when we don't feel productive. And it's been a shift in society with the past, I don't know, few the past, I guess, 50 or maybe 50 more plus years, probably in the last 100 years. It's been such a shift in society to do, be productive. And then that's where our inventions came from, like the dishwasher. So we could do more things in the same day. We could stick things in the washing machine and then do this and do that and do that because we have all these machines and things that can keep us going so we can keep doing stuff, and we don't take a breath. And um, it just seems like I feel like we're allowed to slow down and still be glad that we did what we did. did the little things and did maybe even a little less than we may have planned to do. But don't be mad at yourself. You know what? It's kind of that time of that season with the retrograde. It's like, don't be mad at yourself if you don't get it all done today. Just be, because know that whatever you did do, work to the greater goal. All right. There you go. Another ending high five. That's the same with manifesting too. Like whenever you're setting intentions, keep it up. Like it's kind of a habit. It's like you don't just like meditate one day for and to attract a husband, or $1 million or whatever. You gotta like keep doing a certain ritual type thing to keep that energy up. Just like when we clean, we don't clean once and then like, okay, that's it. I already cleaned the kitchen. I don't need to clean it again ever again. That's not true, right? All right. Okay, so now let's see, Divine Goddess. Freestyle. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about with you, because that's what freestyle is. Okay, we're gonna go with the Housewives Tarot, which is retro images as well as my retro images of the retro cards of my Romantic Fairy Oracle. Okay. Wow, that one just flew. World, anybody? Like having it all? Traveling. And look at this, travel and meditation. Like this is just totally got you written all over it. Travel and meditating. Travel and spirituality. So more of that. Spirit's just saying, you're on the ball, Divine Goddess. We see you working and saving up money for that next trip, and we encourage you to keep doing those trips. I know, the world is such a great card. The world is the pinnacle. The world is rapture. The world is completion. Four Swords. Four Swords in this one has kind of a faith energy. It also has go spa, do some spa. Like, I don't understand the knives exactly. Well, I guess it's swords. I'll look into, I'm gonna give you one more card. I'm gonna go look in the book and see. And what else is it? Oh yeah, cucumbers. Oh, because you need a knife to cut the cucumber so you can put it on your eyes. So that makes sense to me. And that's kind of like what I was just saying. I was saying you have to go to work so you can make money so you can go on your vacation. And Five of Cups. Okay, so what's Five of Cups trying to say? Maybe a little distress at work. So okay, I see the roundabout picture here. It's like that song. Everybody's working for the weekend. It's like a lot of people work and they just don't want to work, but they work because they make money, and really they're working to the goal that they want. So they work because they're looking forward to the weekends, because that's when they get to do the stuff they want to do. Or you work all day and then you come home and you play games or watch TV because that's what you really rather do than your job, whatever that is. Not everybody's like that, a lot of people out there are lucky just like me, and work is the same thing as is the thing that they love to do. But Yeah, and I actually lately, when I've been doing my delivery job, doing driving around and taking food, I don't I never really see it that way. It can be a little hectic at times, and traffic is not always the most pleasant place to be, but I do like getting out of my house and having sort of this reason to get out of my house. Otherwise, I'd be doing this all day long and sitting inside and not getting out unless I purposely say I'm going to go to the beach or something like that. You know what I mean? So, but, and so that's another way to look at work too, you know, but they kind of go hand in hand. Work, work and fun, leisure and play, leisure and work and play, leisure and efforts. Oh, you got a situation at home that's distressing? Okay, well, that and the King of Pentacles could be something like that. So, oh my goodness. All right, let's see. The authorities here for this area saying around 20 feet or something, they will demolish it. And our house is attached to the airport here, and they are doing it for other houses as well. Oh my gosh. That's not a King of Pentacles, or that's not a Five of Cups. Five of Cups is a little minor thing. That's a tower situation. That's awful. I don't think that's going to affect you. It doesn't seem like that in this reading. Hope nothing to worry about it, as they've been saying this for years, and hope. Well, don't focus your thoughts on it. It's gonna apply to you. And secondly, thinking about it as attracting this energy too much. Don't, like, I know it's, like, we don't want to be in denial of it. You know, the what does it matter? Like right now, it's important to focus on what is, and see yourself as having home and abundance and everything. I feel like this Five of Cups energy is more about work because we have the King of Pentacles, and um, and actually you're making a lot of money. You're doing well. It's just Five of Cups is just like whining. It's just a little frustration or whining, or seeing glasses empty instead of full, and not always seeing the positive side of things. That's all it is. It's a very minor energy. Um, if the tower had come out, maybe I would think it had something to do with that situation, that wall situation. Well, if your mom's getting stressed, I know, like, your feelings can be attached to your family's feelings, and that can happen. So it could be your mom complaining and you feel attached to her feelings. But I don't think it's gonna, especially if you got the world first thing. The world means you're great, you're doing fine. Your family's gonna be fine, I think. The world is a great achievement, and it's dreams realized, and it's about journeys, beginnings and endings of journeys, and it's like having it all. And it, like, a doting husband, beautiful children, the gorgeous ranch style home. This is like the 50s style having it all, just by the way. um, Complete with a white picket fence and a dog, and no more keeping up with the Joneses. Now the Joneses are keeping up with you. The world represents a goal that has been realized, or the successful completion of one stage in life. So it's really good. And the Four of Swords is good. It's like you being in your meditative energy, retreating, revitalizing, reinvention, which are all excellent things to do during retrograde. Retrograde starts with RE, and so my tip to everyone for retrograde is to do something that starts with an RE, like retreat, revitalize, and reinvent. Times have been tough or rough. Your outlook is wrinkled and your spirit is sagging. The Four of Swords is a sign that it's time to retreat and reinvent yourself before you are fit to be seen in public again. Try exfoliating your frown, moisturizing your morale, and rejuvenating with some relaxation. Give your attitude an overall facelift with the power of pampering and proper pampering too. You'll emerge revitalized. Friends will be dazzled by the new you. Maybe take your mom out to have a little pampering and try to help her ease her fears. And then you go and you find your little quiet space and you use your amazing spiritual abilities to make sure, like, you get in touch with your higher powers, your angels and your guardians and guides, and say everything, hear from them straight that everything's going to be okay, and send that reassuring message to your mom. Even if she doesn't believe you, just say it anyway, and do what you can to help her. If she's more of a material type girl, and doesn't really understand when you talk spiritually to her, then take her to a spa. But if she does get your spiritual leanings, then tell her like that. Tell her, I had a talk with my guides and you're going to be fine. We're all going to be fine. Nothing to worry about. So ease your fears. And the King of Pentacles is really, this is like the money man. This is the Midas touch, luxury. Both of these are about like a life of luxury. Like, you're going to have it all. The King of Pentacles loves to surround himself in riches and luxuries, so it's no surprise that his home is a sight to behold. He's an honest and generous and always willing to spread his wealth. And okay, if you have any trouble with money, there's going to be somebody who gives you lots of money. His fortune, like, or maybe like, I just feel your family's going to be fine. So there's another alternative here. Whatever they do, whether they do something or they don't do something, they may compensate your parents in a really big way, like pay, buy their house or buy their land or whatever, um, for 6 times the amount, or let's say 5 times, 4, 5, or 6 times the amount that it's worth. And so you'll be really rolling in money and be able to get a really new, beautiful, fancy house. Because that's also another thing I'm getting from this reading. It's like a life of luxury, fancy things. And if you're having this little bit of a stress situation, it could be because somebody's going to be offering you a lot of money, or your parents a lot of money for that situation that they're in. But I don't see anybody losing anything. I feel like a new life of luxury is being gained here. So that's what I'm seeing. And I feel like these two energies are very much leisure, like kicking up your heels, relaxing. So relax, this is kind of like a relaxed energy. Don't worry, don't do that, because really it's going to turn out way in your favor in this particular case. So you're putting a lot of emotional energy on this, and I feel like that's the question you should have asked. But of course, I know, like, you want spirit to pick up on what you need to, what you want answers to. But you can ask me this question, you can ask about this situation, and then you should also, tap into your own higher self to meditate. So much that you can do with your own power to your favor, so that you're instead of losing something. Okay, so let me get a little what is this? The Llamas Oracle. look at that, the house. So, I mean, the reason why I say home is because it's just a general term for what's going on. But this is good news. Like, so let me give you a little example in my neighborhood. We didn't have like a situation what you're talking about, like a boundary thing and a wall and all of that. But here's an example, and I know like you and I probably don't live in the same kind of places and rules are different. But what happened to my neighbor behind me, they had an okay house, and then Hurricane Harvey flooded it, I guess. I don't know what exactly happened to their house, but I guess they got a little water and maybe they got mold. And they must have filled out a FEMA thing or something because and so here's the thing, like they waited a while and then finally they got in, instead of like repairing walls or something, like to fix the house, they tore down the whole house and built the whole rebuilt them a whole brand new house with air conditioning and everything. Like I saw them pick up the old air conditioner with a big claw and dump it in the dumpster. I'm like, okay, that's like really tearing down the old house. So when you go through that, of course, it's exciting because you're going to get a new house, but it's also scary because you have to really release, be like radically release everything you had before. But what my point is, what is this? So something like that, like you said, something is attached and it's not like the whole house or whatever. Governments and people who are in high agencies and stuff like that, especially high people with a lot of money, always sometimes see the solution as not just fixing a small part or whatever, but like just taking the whole thing. So that's why I was thinking it's possible that they could offer money for the whole house, in other words. But anyway, and then see, the house came out, so I'm right in. So listen to me, okay? um anyway, so let me read the vegetable garden. The key words are advancing towards goals, evaluating progress, and consistent efforts. It's time to check in with and reflect on the seeds you have planted. Planting a vegetable garden requires consistent work, evaluation, and adjustment. You cannot simply plant a few seeds and hope they will grow. You may need to alter your water and fertilizing schedule, add or take away mulch, stay vigilant for pests, and clear out any weeds that crop up between spaces. Your goals require similar evaluation, and now is an excellent time to check in with your goals and reflect on your progress. And when this card appears, ask yourself whether you are heading in the right direction or need to make some adjustments. Are your goals still accurate for the person you want to be? It isn't enough to keep throwing energy at something if the effort isn't worth the reward, or if you're facing outdated desires that no longer apply. And in the reverse as well, there's no worth in sending negative energy to the situation if you want a positive outcome, so worrying, in other words, worrying doesn't do any good. About it, worrying is not going to create the better situation, that, right? So acknowledge the difficult situation, but at the same time put the positive, put positive thoughts on it. And this card is also could be that it, like, I don't know, it's a bit of a distraction, something that's going goal on this. I understand, like, it's easy for us to be repetitive in our thought patterns about things. Like, this person is this person is this person is this situation is this situation is this situation is this. And if we keep that up, we're not changing the situation. And we got to let go of that thought pattern. We got to let go of the the cycle. Yeah. All right. Well, let me go get you some charms. So you have the blue marble, which represents blue is Venus, and that's love. Oh, look at this. You got a big wad of cash. I really feel like to give you guys some money, you directly or your family, but you're about to live the life of luxury and have a big wad of cash. Okay. The camera here can be like represent your phone and selfies and sharing photographs and things. It could be a process that you share with people. You have please, we please. Somebody's gonna please you. And we have 3 and 22 and football season and cornucopia and uh, is that St. Christopher? Oh, no, that is San Juan and the tree. Oh yeah, and then this one is Canada. So with the two yolks, that's kind of feels sort of like twin flame energy, but it could also just plain be like seeing your kind of like a soul message too, kind of seeing your soul energies and where your soul comes from and the source of things, like seeing yourself as two parts, your ego and your higher self. And spirit is saying, lean into your higher self. And also, like if you can help your mom, great. If you can't, then that, it's her choice to think what she thinks, but you continue to do what you want to do or what you need to do. Canada, it could mean me working in Canada because my boss works from there. Maybe so. Maybe you'll have some connections where you're communicating with people in Canada. There is definitely you got peace and with, so it feels good. And the cornucopia is again abundance, having everything and plenty, just having plenty. It also represents Thanksgiving. The football could be a person, like a big burly football player. It could represent football season for the United States, which is like right now. Well, mostly, no. It's more like September, September to February. So that's the period I think of abundance for you. During that part of the year, you're gonna really start to notice a shift in things for you as far as money and positive changes. Great. All right, claim that abundance. This whole reading was very abundant. There was only one minor little whining, and I don't know who's whining and complaining. If it's just your mom, that's fine. If you catch yourself whining, then just realize, be grateful for the cups that are standing up for now, because later you're gonna see much abundance. You're welcome, my goddess. Okay. That's good. Well, Spirit thinks that that's definitely what you should keep doing, because that's how you're gonna get through both good times and bad times. You know, it's your grounding and your spirituality that does that. I sure will. Pray for my home situation too. I'm waiting for AC to be repaired. My home situation is a little more minor than yours. Well, I actually have other major things at my house that need to be fixed, but it is what it is. I will pray for you. I will pray. What I'm praying for is that your situation, the outcome is luxury and, a win for you and not a loss. Wins and not losses. Hi, Miss Fred. How are you doing? Jefferson's thoughts and feelings about getting to see me while I was on break at work last week. Okay. Woo, yay! Let's see, did I bring those cards? Thoughts and feelings, thoughts and feelings. Let's see. What are Jefferson's thoughts and feelings? You spent 20 minutes 20 minutes together walking around the store and talking. That's nice. Okay. What are his thoughts and feelings about seeing you? Okay, let's see. Ooh, he feels determined. This is saying, I will find a way to make this right. We will be together. I have a plan. So he's like, oh yeah, you motivated me to focus on my plan to be together with you again. Um, He told me he had been thinking about me a lot and was worried about me, and he told me that I looked good and still had a nice body. Very nice. Oh, look, and then you got the nostalgic card. So this is good for retrograde, and this is also, I mean, it just represents old flames coming back, to me as well. And it also, the saying that he's feeling like he's known you his whole life and that he's known you in a past life as well. And he has memories. It's like he has a muscle memory of past life with you. He wants to take you on a date in the middle of the night. And this also represents like overnight, which means sex to me. Romantic surprise. Turn yourself away from the garish light of day. This is enjoy the music of the night. Dun, 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 dun. It's kind of sexy, I guess. And oh, you got a bunch of good ones. Look at this. So he's feeling good. Here's some thoughts and feelings. I don't know how I should save this one for last. Okay. Okay. He said he's feeling focused. So, there are, I can't read this. There are things that he's focused on. He's focused on the higher good. There are things that can be distracting, but my attention is on the greater good. So in other words, sometimes he can get distracted from what you two have. He can be his own worst enemy, right? But he's getting refocused, is what I feel like. And I also bought him lunch, and he told that the way I eat mozzarella sticks is cute. Look at this. And also, he has a renewed energy for you. Very good. A lot of renewing these feelings for you and everything. He says, I don't know what came over me, but I'm feeling so exhilarated and alive. Nice. And then he's starting to think long term, like growing old, maybe? Growing old together. Can I have this dance for the rest of my life? Okay. And, dun dun dun, he thought of this. He thought, you know what? I'm going to ask her to marry me. He's certain. Without a doubt, you were the one for me. What is it? Without a doubt. Without a doubt, you are the one for me. My other half. Will you marry me? Doo-doo. I had a feeling that getting to see me in person again would renew his feelings. Yep. He likes your mouth and your butt. But more than that, like the sexy card. I mean, this is not a super sexy deck, but the deck, those cards that are sexy in this deck, like stimulating and uh so hot, and you really turn me on, and I like your style. Like those always come out for you. But the cards that came out for you this love and long term commitment with you. So I like that. Let's see what the romantic fairy has to say. Yeah, they're very beautiful and vibrant, but I I might have to do them all over again because they're kind of hard to read, and it's like they made the whole thing holographic, and I really wanted like the images to be just like a solid color. Silly me, but I'll anyway. I'll get a new deck. I'll get a regular version, and I'll give away the version if anybody wants it. Ooh, you hugged for 5 to 6 times too. Nice. Let's see, what retro card will come out for you? What retro romance card? Retro romance. This is kind of, I would say this is a good card for you now because it's not like something that's just an imagination. It's something that can be material and physical, something that he can actually put his teeth into. So he's going to make a material push towards these goals with you. It's not so much, I mean, he's definitely attached to you, but he's attached to his material world, but he wants you in it. He doesn't want just this spiritual idea of you. He doesn't want just the spiritual idea of you. He wants the material, physical you in his life. Ooh, life partner, see? That emphasizes the will you marry me and life partner. We have growing old together and life partner. So your romance is stable and ready to go the distance, which is totally what I was feeling. Oh, I think that, yeah, like kisses like that. Kisses. Thank you, Divine Goddess. Yeah, guys, check out the August reading, the August pick a card. It's really fun, and every month feels different. And this one, I felt a very nice high energy, even though we're in retrograde. I feel like it's going to be a really great energy month for manifesting. So focus on the manifesting of what you want and not what you don't want. And I've been practicing it too. Like, I promise you, I'm a great preacher that forgets things to do these things too. I'm like, I'll catch myself thinking, I'm like, oh no 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 no, that's not what you want. What do you want? And then I think about what I want. Or like before bedtime, I sometimes I'll like listen to meditation or something. And lately, I've just been falling asleep before I can pull out the meditation. But I'll like observe my thoughts before sleeping. I'm like, hold on. If you think of those things, then you're gonna dream about that stuff. Don't go there, you know. Think of something, you know, that's pleasant, like, or something you desire, or whatever. So try that before bedtime. Like take a snapshot in your mind and think of that before you start to fall asleep. So you can take that thought with you in your dreams. I've been having weird dreams lately since the AC is different. I don't know, like futuristic dreams. Okay, let's see. Oh, big chunk. A big chunk. Let's get to look at this chunk. So you have the Six of Swords, which is kind of cool because that's about like traveling and a destination wedding. It feels like it feels. Oh, look at this. This is cute. Like, look at her face. And I was just talking about that. Like, if you're thinking something negative, then go like bring your thoughts into neutral and then start to think of something positive. In other words, you may not be able to go straight from negative to positive, but at least try to pull yourself to neutral and then start to think positive. Okay. um you got the Nine of Pentacles. It feels like you got a lot of money here. You got the Queen of Pentacles and Aunt Jemima. You got High Priestess. The secret syrup. That you have the secret sauce, the secret recipe to your situation. Pentacles represent commitment and stability. And there's that dishwasher that Terry needs because she was doing everything by hand. All right, but the Six of Swords is like a rites of passage. It's kind of a transition phase that you're about to go through soon. And so it could be a revelation too. And better times are ahead. So this is good news for you guys. After spending so much time and energy looking for a way out of your trouble, you've finally seen the light. With the spark, this could be him, you know, what he's discovered. With a spark of insight, it looks like he can finally put his troubles behind him. This is a transitory period in his life, and he'll be moving out of the darkness and into the sunshine. It's time to release. It's, you know, he's like realizing it's time for him to release all the pent-up anxiety and aggression and make way for happier times. So whether he realizes or not, he's visualizing your future and better times for you guys. Terry. So, the Queen of Pentacles is materialism, but see, it's materialism in a positive way because it's about your environment, expectation, you know, high expectations, but also stability and comfort, like the creature comforts. I love this. It's pulling out of this 5D woo woo twin flame, separation energy, but into the Ozzy and Harriet, let me cook you dinner and let's cuddle on the couch energy. Hi, Kristen. So, in a few hours. Well, maybe I should look into that. But I have one more to go, Cheryl, and then maybe I can look into that for you. Okay. So the Queen of Pentacles she has money on her mind. She appreciates things tasteful and elegant and never hesitates to spend her hard-earned riches on earthly possessions. She's generous towards family and friends. She thinks of her relationships as an investment sometimes. Okay. And if they aren't willing to pay off, she'll cash her chips. She may symbolize a helpful friend or employer who expects too much of you in return. All right, well, I don't see it exactly like that, but I do see the material thing that's happening here. And this could kind of represent Jefferson's desire to provide for you, right? Like to be the best financially so he can provide for you. So I think that's a little thing that comes out for him a lot, often, I should say. Something that comes out for him often, that that thought right there. The Nine of Pentacles again is how he sees you. Like you're so amazing and independent and you do everything. Like I want to be able, I want you to depend on me. Like I feel like that's kind of Jefferson's thing. It's like you're so fine, you're great without me. Like, but I want to be so amazing that you can't live without me. Like you can't survive without me. He doesn't mean it like that though. He's more like he wants you to be. He wants you to lean on him, and he wants to be your provider, basically, something like that. Um, yeah, because he sees you as this independent woman who knows how to get the job done with ease and grace. But the promise here is also the future. Because after you go through this Mercury retrograde cycle, the future is going to be sparkling clean. So there is this amazing future happening. And through the Mercury retrograde is like a re getting to know each other again. And once you go through this cycle, then I think you're going to be really, really ready to be partners. And so Miss High Priestess is about mystery, secrets, and magic. She's the secret syrup. Contained deep within her supernatural syrup are the psychic powers and mysterious knowledge of the universe. When no one else is watching, she may choose to whisper some secrets to you one morning at the breakfast table. Then again, she may not. She offers riddles. Don't expect her to spoon feed you the answer. The High Priestess has a dual nature, evil and good, and is available in both dark, thick, rich, original, and diet-friendly, reduced calorie light. So, So that's kind of my purpose here too. It's like I'm not spoon feeding anyone. I'm shining a light. But it's like also like beyond this reading, you should tap into messages from the universe and constantly reach out to see, how they guide you to the next step. That's the only real message for you, Elizabeth. Everything else is kind of like what Jefferson's going to be doing. But you and he both are very twin flame like, and really like very divine masculine, very divine feminine, because divine masculines usually deal in the material and divine feminines usually deal in the spiritual. And so just continue to do your feminine job and allow him to do his masculine job, and then eventually I think things will shift really amazingly for you guys, very magically. I feel like I've been getting messages in a song a lot. Nice. Well, I don't have my song lyric deck right next to me, but I can go get it. I can also get you some. Instead, I can get you. Oh wait, let me get you one of these. Let me give you a Season of the Witch. One of the most recent songs that I felt called to was If You Could Read My Mind. Oh, nice. I think he totally can. You both, and so interestingly enough, like you within yourself have that masculine and feminine, and within himself he has the masculine and feminine. So in other words, in both within you, you have a material and spiritual, and within him he has a material and spiritual. And you know, you connect and overlap a lot, like a yin yang puzzle. What did you get? Ooh, this is a good one. Dried flowers. Take solace in the knowing that the end of a journey marks the dawning of a new one. So I just feel like, yeah, a new phase is coming for you here. For whatever you guys were experiencing before is passing out. It was neither good nor bad. It was just meant to happen and to experience. And now I feel like this more magical phase is coming through. So this is like death and rebirth and new life. The art of drawing flowers is a chance to breathe new life into death. While the flowers may never be as vibrant or expressive as they were in youthful days, there's still so much beauty left to be held. And now their beauty can be preserved. There is a sort of reverence. Oh, it kind of feels like his comment about how you still look fine for your age. I don't know, after all this time, or you still look good. There's sort of a reverence in allowing things to mature. They become exalted, having earned their place as everlasting symbols of success. Maybe that's another way he sees you, as mature, as exalted. You've been there, done that, experienced, wise, you know, successful. And your relationship is going there too. Like your relationship is a baby of you and him. And so you also have to treat it as an entity within itself, and it's going to be successful. And that's good. Most twin flames do have like an age situation. And so there's a chance for what was to be born again, but with more complexity, interest, and the ability to stand the test of time. Modern society's relationships with death is not always a healthy expression of life, and then we've come to fear endings, avoiding them as much as possible. The ending of a relationship, or a career path, or a way of being, or changing technology. But all of those fears can be laid to rest because there's something very exciting happening for you. There's an evolution happening. A fresh beginning is making its way to you, and you can expect to have deeper awareness, greater wisdom, more respect for yourself and others, and much more robust level of experience. And maybe that's him too. Like he is becoming more aware of himself and more robust. So this could represent the spiritual side of him that's growing too. So both of y'all can celebrate together how far you've come and how much more you still have to give and go. And you know, even the past cycles, nothing wrong with them. Or when you first met and you were younger or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like you're a little bit older and wiser now, both of you, and that's a good thing. And you're evolving and you're learning. So it's all good. It's all good. I feel like he's been coming to some realizations, you know? Some good realizations. All right, let's get your little charms. Oh, wow, that's so sweet. Oh, look at that, Elizabeth. This is so good. You've got the twin flame. You've got the ring, which represents commitment. Like that's the male wedding ring, and he's ready to commit. We've got the good guys are winning. We got the kitty cats. We've got Virgo, which is practical. You've got the dog, which is soulmates. You've got peace. What's this one? Oh yeah, the elephant, a familiar. You know, this is like you've known him for a long time. He's known you. He's kind of saying, um, follow the life. I am. You're his princess, but I feel like live. Live with me, princess. And then you got the hanger, which to me is representing like buying yourself something new, new clothes, new items, or something like that. Oh no, you know what it is? It's the cute hanger, so the little tiny hanger either represents baby clothes or lingerie. So sexy clothes, like little underwears and things, and lingerie. Very nice. You also have the word fearless. Oh, a fearless love for the two of you. This is how you guys are. And that's the key. Like he's releasing his fears too. Because what's more important than being afraid? Being with you. Staying in fear doesn't do him any good. Doesn't do you any good. So this is kind of like you guys right there. Y'all are having this courageous leap together. We're in a new phase, a new way. All right. I feel that wraps it up very nicely. I could go get some message cards if you want, but we can save that for the next time. Get. I mean, he messaged you right there. Princess. Hi, Princess. Unless it's got a cat named Princess. Oh, we recently got a puppy named Mooney. Oh, cute. So now I'm gonna take moon related things as signs too. Oh yeah. We didn't get any moons out. But the dog came out. The dog. The little puppy. And we also have we have this card. If this one comes out, that's represents you guys too. Like to me this would represent like he wants you to be his doggy's mommy. You know what I mean? Be my doggy's mommy, please. Let's make a family. Yeah, I was feeling family vibes. I'm like, why? Like, okay, commitment. Yeah, that's what that means. But I felt a little tinge of family vibes. You have your doggies too. So you can say back to him, be my doggy's daddy. Thank you, Divine Goddess. So y'all check out anything that I put out lately. By the way, if you like this deck, Seasons of the Witch Lamas, with the beautiful metallic green edge. This, you can see the flip through review. You can also, underneath the flip through your review, I'm not sure if I put, under the August reading, you can see a link where to get this. And I'm affiliated with Amazon, so if you get it through my affiliate link, you pay me $5 for it. So every little thing helps. Scarlet is confirmed to be his spirit daughter. Very nice. So now let's see. Cheryl, are you there? Yay! By the way, how are you preparing for the Lion's Gate? Oh yeah, well, the 888 portal's coming up. I'm preparing for it big time. I've got so many preparations, and I have my channelversaries coming up as well. So I'm always preparing for the Lionsgate and the channelversary afterwards. I Lionsgate reading, or let's see, what is today? Today, okay, I gotta do a reading. Today is the 6th, right? 6th. Tomorrow, Wednesday 7, Thursday's 8. I mean, I could, you guys. I think it's fine if I do a Lionsgate live on Friday. I think it'll be fine because we'll be into the Lionsgate, as if we've stepped into a portal, and where are we landing on the other side? Or it could also represent a past, because we're retrograde, so a past. It's like being in a wormhole. It's like a black hole in space. Whatever past Lionsgate portal we step through, we might be on the other end of it by Friday. So we can see what's coming up next at the other end of the wormhole. Am I getting too trippy on you guys? I'm going to make it a whole, like, we can make it a whole cosmic theme with lions. I don't know. That's what I'm going to do. Something like that. It'll be awesome and intense. And we're going to get really deep about life purpose and destinies and stuff. Okay, back to Cheryl. Let's do it. Ooh, golden candles. That sounds nice. All right, for Cheryl, any messages from her guides? And a love card, of course. All right. Let's go ahead and get some retro housewife tarot going for you. For thoughts for decks, I may go with the Starseed decks. The moon, this one, the Black Moon Oracle Astrological is kind of deep. Also that one too, Secret Language of the Light. Those are deep cards, and all of Rebecca Campbell's decks, they're pretty deep. Yes, I love the Moonchild or Tarot, Moonchild Tarot. I think I'm gonna use it. I almost used that tonight, but I thought, no, retro, this deck is better. Okay, let's do Cheryl's. Tomorrow's kind of a little bit busy day. So I might try to get in my reading tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, then I'll do it on the day of. Let's see. I don't like to do things on the day of because people don't get a chance to prepare. So we'll see if I get out a picker card. But I definitely want to do live. Portals, yeah, there should be. Should be. I sometimes I like to use that the door, divine doors, for stuff like that too. Okay, for Cheryl. True, true, true. James Julier has recently drawn a whole bunch of portal type images that I could draw and like add my twist to it. Yes. Let's see for Cheryl. Ooh, oh, death. Well, that means the end of something old and the beginning of something new. The Eight of Cups, you're walking away from something. Ooh, the Emperor's here. Some divine through. Okay. Don't fear the Reaper. Death looks kind of unattractive and maybe uncomfortable, but there is a necessary change coming. So how did your week go? Because you had a lot of, you had some important thing happening, right? So basically, there is something definitely that needs to be cleared out of your energy. And if you can't clear it out, then you just you gotta walk away from it. Walk away from this energy, the Eight of Cups. So, um, it symbolizes that it's time to let go of things that feel like you've already done everything you could, kind of energy with it. Oh, I'm sorry. So death, I guess that means your friend passed away. And that's a hard thing. It's very hard. But you know, with everything that passes, something new comes through. A baby is born. And so I feel like the Emperor could represent, yes, I had to sort some things out with my family and it's been a hard week. Let's ask Spirit. Let's not dwell on the past. Let's look forward to what will happen next. And I'm going to thank you for reminding us what has been. And now we're going to move on to what comes next. Because you would like something to look forward to, I know. So I feel the Emperor can be lots of things. It could be money, it could be a boss, it could be somebody in a high position, it could be your counterparts, like a real divine masculine coming through. But whoever it is, it's a good guy and they're supportive and they're steady and stable. And it could also represent you. And you've got the moon here. So the moon could represent your dreams. That kind of looks like you, Cheryl. And it represents the subconscious and the things that you don't already know. Okay, and this is cute because this is like night cream and curlers. So, like rituals that you might do before bedtime to look gorgeous in the morning. I don't know. Um, but it's not just about the physical beauty, it's about your spiritual beauty. So, before bedtime, make sure you say your prayers or do some kind of spiritual ritual so you have good dreams, and your dreams um, bring out the best thing for you in the morning. Look, you got the Ten of Pentacles. Very nice. So I feel like you're about to manifest something really great, something that you've been dreaming about. Some and by you can manifest it by bringing, like, visualizing it right before you fall asleep. I feel like that's kind of a message here. So the Emperor could be father, could be business success. It could be the Emperor is the earthly father to the housewife. He is sturdy and reliable figure, the pantry staple that you can always count on in a crisis. He represents ambition, wealth, fame, success, achievement, and smart business decisions. He is a bargain when he sees one, and he's living proof that with a little hard work, imagination, flipping, you too can build a thriving empire. So it just, like, it could represent you because you are, you are this earthy energy, but it could also represent somebody that's going to be very beneficial to you. The moon is instinct and intuition in your dreams. That nightly ritual of mud mask and curlers and hairnets can provide much more than just peaches and cream skin and perfect curls. While your body gets its beauty rest, your unconscious mind is providing dreams with hints and tips for your waking hours. The moon suggests that listening to your instincts and intuition can help you through times of change and uncertainty. Or any time, really. Like, especially during these times like retrograde, and especially with the Lionsgate portal opening up. We have to tap into our power, and all of us here, everybody who listens to this channel, but especially you that Rainbow Terry, Goddess, Divine Goddess, Miss Fred, Cheryl, and many others like Laura Ochoa and Gloria, and different people that we often see, come on this channel. I feel like all of you are very powerful people. You have this beautiful energy, and you can manifest miracles. And I feel you too, Cheryl, you have amazing power that you can harness for this next few days. So I know hard times can kind of suck you down and deplete your energy, especially when you've had a death in your family, or when people are grieving, or when there's just been a gloom energy. But very soon, I think it's important to tap into your power so you can use that positive energy to manifest things, because that portal that's about to come is going. Now, also, interestingly enough, I feel moon energy, and I'm staring at this crescent moon shelf thing that I have. But wherever the moon is going to be important to you too. Full moons and new moons were going to be real important for manifesting as well. And the Ten of Pentacles, the reason why I know you're manifesting something wonderful, because the Ten of Pentacles is amazing success. It is that stability too. It's not just, feeling happy. It's actually tangible success, physical things, material things, wealth and achievement and family. This beautiful china plate adorned with images of the perfect home. The Ten of Pentacles is reminiscent of a priceless family heirloom. Whether passed down through generations or accumulated through hard work and shrewd business sense, you must remember to share that with which you've been blessed. You may have always known what you were working for, but now you know why. So I feel like you're about to be, we were just talking about it, me and Divine Goddess, but you know, life path and destiny, things about to get a little, like I think the serious theme is still there, but it's going to be a more enlightened seriousness, like a place where you're going to really, how like when like let's say when you've been in a life or death situation, how you start to see things different and you're like, okay, God, why did you save me? What's my purpose? You start to see that. Well, I feel like that could be coming out of this death energy. Like, I feel different now. I feel like I can be even more of a help to the world, but I also need to know what to do for myself. So I feel like that kind of a profound energy coming through, but also very surface material energy is at work at hand too. Like both the material and the spiritual are in play together. Yeah. So let's see now. What would you like? Would you like a little Seasons of the Witch? Or would you like some Secret Rebels? Oh, yeah, you said you wanted let me see, love card. Let's look at the retro love first. Retro love. What's going on? Retro love. All right, very nice. A little vacation, a little holiday. So enjoy a change of scenery to spice up your love life. So that could be where you meet this new person, emperor type, somebody who's, so I say the emperor as like like a person's ideal, like the person who's checks off all the boxes, the person who's got it all and who treats you nice too, right? They got everything that you've been looking for in a person, and they're nice to you, and you like them, and there's no, to me, like perfect is not really the right word, but I just feel like, you know the kind of man that you would choose for yourself if you could like pick somebody out of a catalog. So feels like that's like that kind of energy coming through. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do Seasons of the Witch. Wonder what Spirit wants to talk about. Love or something else? Hey, Ashley Vanna. Okay. Yay, you got bakery. Ashley, we're closed right now. Like, this is my last reading. I usually finish up around, well, I like to be finished in 2 hours. So I usually go from 8 to 10 Central Time. And I always seem to go over, and I get kind of low energy when I go over. But please come to my Lionsgate portal reading on Friday, and get here by 8 so you can get on the list early. All right. So bakery, or you can order a private reading and email me and I can do a private reading for you. And my Divine Goddess, can you post my address? Okay, so bakery is all about hardiness, fulfillment, and experience. This is like your hard work pays off, basically. So take the time to diligently practice and refine your craft. Refine your craft. Success will follow as you savor each little victory along the way. So notice how at home the baker is in her kitchen. She knows when the yeast in the bread has developed based on the feel, something she has spent years getting to know on a deeply intimate level. She can tell how much of an ingredient to add with a quick glance or when her baked goods are done by the smell. No measuring cups for her. A dash of this, a pinch of that. Knowledge given. To her over the years of trial and error. She didn't walk into this space as as the master. Her relationship with her craft bloomed and evolved over time. And you know, the emperor could also be meaning that you becoming the master of whatever craft, you know, or you becoming an expert, or maybe you're meeting somebody who has this kind of expert energy. This is also a reminder to practice makes perfect, and there's no shortcut to being first in line, and success is not the final destination. It's also all the little victories over time. And just as the baker, you'll pick up tips and tricks by being willing to try new things and working at your mistakes until you find the formula that works for you. And that kind of works in every area of your life, even with relationships too, and finding the right guy or the right person that you want to spend time with. There will be failures and missteps, upsets and frustrations, all of which will mold you into the expert you are becoming. So trust that the hardiness of experience is not something you should feel pressure to know at the beginning or even in the middle. The only way to get where you're going is to start heading in the direction, and before you know it, weeks, months, and years will have passed, and you will be just as comfortable in your new chosen field as a baker is here. So, so yeah, it's like practice makes perfect, and I know you and I, we don't think we're young chicks anymore, but we're not really old either to keep learning and and learning about ourselves, you know, and knowing what we truly need and want, and not settling for less anymore, and always, you know, focusing on the thing that you know, like learning about who we are, and then adjusting our thought process on how we're attracting what we need, right? Because sometimes we go to old patterns. Sometimes we'll think good enough, but I think we should, you know, raise the bar. You know, we we need we deserve the best. So I feel like you're kind of getting into that phase now where you're visualizing the best, and the best is coming to you in all areas of your life. And everything that you do that helps your mind like that is great, you know, like any spiritual thing that you do to. And so the moon is, to me, represents those spiritual things that you do, that you can do, and like the meditations, the dreams, the visualizing before you go to sleep. I think it's going to be really helpful in the next few days, especially during the Lionsgate portal, like the visualizing before you sleep, especially before you sleep, because you go into your subconscious. And so you need to take an image, like even if it's something you just look up online or something, like the image, and you see yourself in it, or you see yourself there, and you take it to your dream, you can really reinforce that manifestation that way. So let's see, anything else? Let me see. Would you like a few charms? Let's give you a couple of charms. Ooh, lost. Something was lost, but not anymore. Special. Special birthday coming. Oh. A special birthday. And we have the green marble, which represents earth. Very nice, tangible things. We have, ooh, you're going into a very psychic phase. You're gonna get a lot of visions coming up. You're connected to somebody by the red thread, and that will never really break. But you can find ways to live with it. You got Cancer, which is what is it called? Imagination. Ooh, you have the handcuffs and working out and the plane trip. Now, the plane and the Eiffel Tower could represent too, like travel, virtual travels, or other kinds of travels, spiritual travel, out of body experiences, even. But it could be even, some travel could be helpful. Or like imagining where you want to go, or vicariously traveling through movies and things like that. The bat represents nighttime activities. So your nighttime activities should be dreaming and sleeping and dreaming. And I know that some people stay up a little bit too late, and I feel like this is kind of a little nod saying try to get good rest instead of staying up at night. Try to get some rest. And the handcuffs, to me, are kind of like I feel like you're so connected to someone, and it's really hard to let go. And there's a bond that just can't be broken. And it can sometimes be such a material, it's almost like a spiritual ball and chain, like a spiritual ball and chain, like, how people have teased about marriage, the old ball and chain. It's almost kind of a nostalgic, kind of wistful way of saying it in some ways, because to be honest, that stability, it's like talking about material and stability to the extreme, right? But the material and stability actually feels very nice. And so when I see the handcuffs, I kind of see the devil card, like this sort of the material getting out of balance and not in the positive place anymore. But you have the rocks. There is something stable here, and you also have the little duckies. So it could be like the something sexy happening in your sex life, maybe, but also something very spiritual coming up for you. A very spiritual transition phase type thing. And the hanger also represents buying new clothes. So you got like a mix of things here coming up. Earthy, sexy, clothes, spiritual, stable, grounded. Maybe sometimes a little bit too much on the material, physical stuff. Too much desire for sexual things as well. I don't know. Maybe somebody else has too much desire for sexual things. But those are kind of some clues right there. I don't want to end on the ducky. Let's just say the duck in this case is all about bath time fun. Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time lots of fun. Rubber ducky, I'm awfully fond of you. Boop boop be doo. There you go. You're welcome, honey. So email me if you want to talk, and we can talk. I feel like your energy feels very low today, and I feel like I want to give you a big spiritual hug. I'm giving you a big spiritual hug, by the way. Everything's going to be okay. Alrighty. Joy of joys, when I see you, you make noise. Rubber ducky, I'm awfully fond of you. Every day when I make my way to the tubby, I find the little thing that'll soft and rubby. Rubber dubber ducky. I remember that from Sesame Street, like, I don't know, 50 years ago. 50 years of no of that song being in my subconscious somewhere. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna try to get Kristen's answer real fast before we leave. Will you look up for the job for me? Sorry, it's 4:15 a.m. where I am, so I don't know where you are, but I seem to have joined your reading for a reason. Okay, because and I seem to want to answer your question for a reason. Because if you're about to have an interview and you want to know something, so it's a fantastic new job that can be so that you can be rescued from your current job and employer, and you're submitting your application in a few hours. Okay, and you want to make sure you're not late for the opportunity. Let's look at the letterman. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, very good. Um, it's not too late. Clover is good luck. So Spirit is sending you a wave of good luck. And look at this. The stork means a change in your life that's going to be happy, a happy change. Moving on up to the east side. We finally got a piece of the pie. Beans don't burn on the kitchen, grits don't burn on the grill. I don't know. It take a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. I'm singing retro songs, okay, from TV shows and whatnot. Yes. Oh. And you have the bouquet, which means a gift. And look, you have the stars. So really, really good reading here. I feel like it's all kind of a thumbs up for this filling out an application. I feel like get you're going to receive um, you're going to receive an uplift in your like I don't know what the very next thing is. So like I wanted to say that you're going to get a call, but I don't see call here, and I don't see like an interview necessarily. I just see the final destination here. The final destination is like a gift from God, like a happy surprise, moving up. You got two rainbows, double rainbow. Good luck. And moving into a better position, a better place, even sometimes relocating, sometimes like just a whole new you. The stars represent your dreams and wishes coming true. So fill out that application with every ounce of positive intention you can possibly fill it out with, and send a prayer to the universe, and they will help you. I feel like this is a sign for you that this good things are on the way for you. Your current boss is a bully, and you need a visa sponsorship to get a new job, which is the most impossible thing ever. Well, don't think of it that way. What is it that you want? What you want is not impossible thing. What you want is this possible thing for you. This ability to have this job that you really want, to get out of a situation that you don't want. So stop thinking about this thing that you're in because you don't want to be there. Think about this thing that you want because you want to be there. Keep your head in the right place. But I feel your future is bright. Put your mind on these cards. See the rainbows coming out for you. See the gift that's coming. This is represents trust, surprise, a gift. This is your hopes and dreams. This is good luck. This is positive change. Sometimes in addition to the family, sometimes it means pregnancy, but it can mean for work, it can mean a promotion. Okay? All right. Blessings to you, Kristen, and anybody who's listening out there. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who donated. I love you so much. I appreciate you supporting the channel. And thank you, everyone, all of my sparkles of light. If you like to just listen to this, I'm glad that you're here. I should be doing maybe a pick a card on about the Lionsgate portal, but for sure I'll be going live for Lionsgate portal after like the stepping into the portal energy. You know what I mean? After we've already stepped into the threshold, through the threshold, like what's on the other side? What's on the other side? Are we seeing our, like going back in time? Because we're in Mercury retrograde, like this is kind of neat that we have a retrograde with the Lionsgate portal. Where is it taking us? Alrighty. Well, I'll see you guys soon, and we'll see if I can get out any like little mini card readings this week. But if you would like a private reading, definitely reach out to me at artladyjas@gmail.com. Art Lady, as in I draw pictures. I've been drawing some really fun pictures for my future tarot decks. And my initials, JAS, my real name initials, and Gmail. So, private readings. And I can send you my price list and stuff. Also, if you want to become a member and get some really discounted readings, and of course, you can always come back during the live and donate anything you wish to donate. And sometimes I can squeeze in a freebie. So I'll see y'all next time. Faith, trust, and pixie dust. Thank you, Divine Goddess, for being such a great moderator.